Hey guys, happy magical Monday. I fell asleep and I didn't even know I was asleep, and here I am now with our card. But it's a cute card, so, and it's really a quick card. Excuse me, I'm gonna drink some water here in a second. I don't want to forget to tell you guys about my Scotty Dog class. Don't forget to sign up for my Scotty Dog class. 8 cards using the Scotty Dog Stampin' Punch. I have 8 different cards. You get a full pack of the silver and gold paper. You get a full roll of the gingham ribbon, the black and white gingham ribbon, a full package of the flower trinkets, the adhesive flower trinkets, and a PDF, videos, the whole thing included. You do have to pay shipping if you want it shipped. If you're in San Antonio, it's the free local pickup. But so yeah, so $30 for all of that. So I hope you sign up. I think it'll be great. And yeah, oh, and here are my cute little jasmine ears. They're so cute, right? So I picked these up on eBay. eBay will have like these, like, I don't know if they're just knockoffs or I don't know. They're, or like, you know how it's at Ross, you know, they'll have items that are flawed, but they're actually the original, but they're flawed, like slightly flawed. So anyway, so like I said, I'm a little bit tired, but our card today is super, super quick. So sorry to be on so late, but thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget to sign up for the Scotty Dog class. That is, oh, and don't forget, I have all these giveaways this month for my birthday. My birthday is technically Wednesday, but if you comment and share throughout the month of September, I'm counting up all the comments with your names next to them and putting you in for a drawing for a little Disney gift bag. And for those of you that make a $50 order or more, you get a Disney lithograph, and you get a Disney lithograph, and you get Disney, or a bunch of Stampin' Up product that I have that's extra. I have extra designer series paper, I have rolls of ribbon, I have embellishments, and so it's kind of like an extending celebration, but for my birthday. Oh, and every single week we have discounts on new products. It's crazy. So please check those out, and we'll get a new list of on sale products tomorrow. So be sure to make your $50 plus order, and then you'll get a lithograph and you'll get all kinds of fun treats from me. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so today I am using this paper. It is called I didn't realize there were some cutouts in here. Okay, He's the Man. That's what I thought. For a second, I thought it said Man Cave. He's the Man paper, designer series paper. I'm putting it on this so I don't lose my pieces. Okay, so, you know, we normally have the sheets of paper, right? No problem. But there are actually 2 sheets of these little embellishments. So these are actually already pre-cut for you. I didn't realize these were pre-cut. I really didn't until I opened the package. I mean, they show you this sheet in the catalog, but it doesn't show that these are actually pre-cut pieces that are already ready for you. And so let me slide this over for a second. Let me slide it over onto this so I don't want to lose any pieces. And let me show you the different papers. So this is the paper we're using today, this great Argyle paper. It's definitely early espresso and black. And the other side is this great, is that a tire? I don't think it's a tire. Part of me thought it might be a tire because it's very masculine. But really great paper. We're using a little bit of this. We're using also this camping paper, which I love. And the other side of that has a great plaid. I guess I could have used the other side for some pieces. Okay, and then we have this classic car and motorcycle page, which that's kind of fun. And I don't know if you can see the silhouette of the tires. It took me a second to see them because they're real faint. Oops, I don't want to lose my little pieces. There we go. And this is like a textured canvas. Let me hold it up closer because it just looks kind of fuzzy down low. It looks almost like a textured weave, you know. Then we have this very masculine, like Dapper Dan kind of, with the glasses and the mustache, like a barbershop kind of stuff too, handlebar mustache. And the back side is a black and white, or black and brown, but it has a texture to it too. I think you can see that texture in the light. It has a slight texture that's really faint unless you're really paying attention. It looks like that's espresso and then black textured paper, or maybe it's black and gray granite, you know, to give that textured effect. And then a very barbecue inspired page. And then you have this Cajun Craze striped page. Okay. The paper is really fun. I think it's fun. It's very masculine, you know, but I also think that's a good thing too, because sometimes we focus a lot. I mean, because hi Pat, love you. I haven't seen Pat in a long time. I miss her. So sometimes we focus a lot on the feminine things, you know, well, because most of us are female crafters, but you know, many of you also have husbands and brothers and all kinds of, you know, like, so we have people we want to give. Oops, I'm losing my, let me move this out. I'm losing my pieces. So, but see how they just pop right out? I didn't have to cut them at all. You're flipping awesome. I didn't even notice that one until just now. How fun is that? You're stronger than you know. Cheers to you, all your years. You're a champ. You did it. Some really fun sentiments in there. Let me pick up these. Okay. And then I really loved these pieces here, these torn pieces. And I cut off a piece of this. It wasn't my original plan, but I cut off a piece of this. Oh, and there's even this that you can put as a little background piece behind one of the circles. I just was surprised at all these great little, you could use them for scrapbooking. I love that they're already, the die cut pieces are already cut for you. So that makes it easy. And then you also, and even that little Vanagon at the top, my parents had a Vanagon, not with the surfboard, but my parents had a Vanagon. And I always loved it. It was a camping one, but they didn't have a surfboard. My dad did surf as a kid though. But he grew up in San Diego, so you it's kind of an obligation. If you grow up in San Diego, you kind of learn to surf. He didn't surf as much as his brothers, but he did learn to surf. So what I decided to do was I took the camping pieces, and then I took these little three circles are there, and I decided to make a little Mickey head with them. Now I knew I wanted to use this piece because I don't know if you remember, there was a video with Goofy and how to camp. Like he did this fun video on Goofy did a video that was like how to camp. And it was all these crazy things that happened to Goofy. And he had the slipstream. He had a little slipstream trailer. And, you know, of course, everything was on fire because it was Goofy. But I think Mickey also had a little, it was just a short cartoon, but I think Mickey also had one. So I saw this paper and I immediately thought of Mickey and Minnie, or Mickey and Goofy. And I knew I wanted to use this particular sheet. And look at, there's even like the mountains are in a silhouette in the background there. That's so cool. You could do a lot of different things, but this is Magical Monday. So that means I gave you a Disney card on Magical Monday. So that is always the deal. And so, oops. So what I'm gonna do, oh, come on. There we go. And I just did a layer. It's a traditional layer because I really wanted to use as much of the DSP as I could. I love using a full sheet of DSP when I can. Hi, Sylvia. I know I did it a little bit later today so you can meet me and see it. I don't always do it so late. I usually try to do it right after work so that I don't lay down and fall asleep. But I was teleworking today. I'm still teleworking because of my knee, and I just fell asleep. You know, I don't even want to make any excuses. It's a little stressful with work today, but I just laid down, didn't even know it, to rest my knee. And then, so my birthday party was this weekend, so I think that's part of the reason why I'm still recovering, like a little dehydrated from that. So what I wanted to do, so you'll see, it's funny how, you know, your brain works. So when I had started planning, I thought, okay, I'm gonna do a layer of this argyle, a big layer of the argyle, and I'm gonna do, I was gonna do a big layer of this and then put my Mickey head on top. But if you notice, when I do the big layer of the argyle paper, it covers up so much of the camping, and I didn't really want to cover all the camping. So I was trimming this down a little bit and a little bit just so that I would just have enough for the head. But then I realized, you know what? What if I just do a couple small layers? And I really loved this torn piece that I was showing you earlier. I love this little ripped out scrap of paper that they have. This is cut this way. Here's the full piece. The full piece looks like this. And so you could use it on a card front, you know, as a fun little, and it's got this great texture on it. And so I was going to layer this and this together, and I was going to have this and the head, and it was just too much covering up all that camping. So I started trimming it off to make it smaller, and then I realized, what if I just put these two little layers underneath the Mickey head? And I realized that that was just what I wanted. Just a little hint. And the little circles are already, I was going to cut 2 circles. But I happened to see these just before I was going to turn on the video for you guys. And I was like, why don't I just use these 2 little ones? Because that just fits perfectly. And so let me go ahead and glue these down. I'm going to glue that argyle one. I really love this argyle. I could have also used the back side of the camping, but I don't know. I just thought the argyle was fun. And so I'm going to butt this one up right against the edge. And look, I don't even have to stamp. This is a non-stamping card. I like that. Kind of like the kits. You know, we have those kits that are non-stamping kits. And I think, let me check with my head here, the little head. So, yeah, I want this a little bit higher. I want it about right here. I don't want it too low. And we're going to pop the head, the little Mickey head up on some dimensionals. I don't want it totally overlapping because this is about a 2-inch. This is like 2 1/8 inch circle. It's kind of big. The other thing I wanted to show you, if you have this circle, but you don't have these small ones, like maybe you don't like them or whatever, this tiny circle in the layering circle dies, this tiny one is the same size as this. So you can cut out whatever cardstock you want for that tiny circle. And this, let's see, let me measure it real quick. I've got it's a real tiny circle. The trick to making a little Mickey Mouse head is you have to see, it's not a 1 inch, it's almost 1 inch, I think. I don't think it's a full inch. The trick to making a Mickey Mouse head is you have to make sure that the circles are proportioned to the head. Like, otherwise it looks a little funny and looks off. So you see, I'm gonna pop that together and then pop them up. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna put a little glue dot on each end here and then try and get them placed on my little Mickey. I'm just going to use these because these are handy, and then I'll reinforce them with a stronger adhesive on the back. But I want something kind of movable. So I'm just putting this little glue dot on the edge here. got here? Yeah, my friend Pat and I would go get breakfast before my class on Saturdays, first Saturday of every, second Saturday of every month. And we haven't been able to do it for a while. Okay, and so, and the key is you also try and get it proportioned at the top. There we go. It's funny that I saw Mickey Mouse when I saw this paper. I don't know if you guys remember, that short is old. I think it's at least from the 70s, 80s, that Mickey Mouse short. It might even be older than that. I think that's about right. I think I got it glued just right. And the other thing I want to grab is I thought I had my little, there it is. I want to use that. Even though it's not Stampin' Up, I'm going to use it. Okay. So I've got my ears proportioned just right. Because if the circles are too small at the top, it looks off. And if they're too big, it looks off. It's a real funny proportion. So I have a Mickey punch that I bought. I bought this on, what's the word, on Amazon a long time ago. I don't know if they even still carry it. Let me grab some. I want to grab a scrap piece of paper here. There we go. There's some mint macaron. Okay. I'm going to punch out a little Mickey head with this little punch. And it's by EK Success, this punch. But you see how small the little ears are compared to the actual head? Many people think that they're like really proportioned together in a you know, like some people think, oh, it's only like half the size, or people have this weird little mathematical equation. It's not really like you think. They're much smaller than you would expect. So this is an actual Disney punch, and I'm going to put that on the inside of my card. So I've got my little layer here. I've managed to put my three little circles together. I'm going to put this back inside. I don't want to lose these pieces. This is called He's the Man paper again. These die cuts alone, I already can think of a bunch of cards I can make for my dad, and also just kind of, some of them are even, like the Argyle and stuff isn't masculine. I don't always associate things with being masculine and feminine sometimes. Some people will be like, oh, it's a very masculine card. I'm like, really? I just thought it was kind of, sometimes I think things look just kind of neutral, but I guess it all is a matter of perspective, you know? So, put some of these on the ears. My nieces and I were talking about how, because I'm turning 46 on Wednesday, so don't forget that about all my birthday specials. So Holly signed up, Sylvia signed up. So hopefully other people sign up and we'll have a good little class. Let me put a few more over here. Just a few. Okay, all right. Peel all these off. Oh, you know what I need to do? To make sure that glue dot stays still, I'm going to put another couple adhesive, three-dimensional adhesives right on the ears so that they don't come loose. Hi, Holly. Thanks for checking in. Holly just won the quick start, by the way. That means that she's sold a minimum of, I want to say it's like $500 within 3 months. And that means sold or purchased, but she's on my team. I have a little fabulous stamper team. She's the first person on my team. All right. And so, okay. All right. So now we're just popping this on here, guys. Let me see if I can get it straight. Sometimes I can do it without. There we go. So you see, I want to make sure I got plenty of the little ripped paper on each side. And that's what I'm gauging my head by. With you, I'm never lost. That's a fun sentiment. And you see, because it's popped up, I was worried about this mint macaron against this one. Or this might be soft succulent. But I was worried, no, it's mint. I think it's mint macaron. I guess it's maybe, yeah, I think that's mint macaron. I was worried against if, you know, this against, right against, it's like too matchy-matchy. And so I wanted to make sure this was popped up enough. And because it's 3D, it still gives that good height. And then I took that one little mouse that I punched from that, my little Disney punch. Now it's not from, this isn't from Stampin' Up, but you can probably get it at Amazon or a similar one. There's a couple different kinds I've seen. Oh, and by the way, because Holly got her Quick Start, she gets a $50 product credit from Stampin' Up because of her being on my team. And so she gets $50 free she gets to spend, or I know she's going to call me later to figure out how she can use it, how she can order, but that's okay. That's my job, to help her out. And so, because I remember when I tried to use it the first time myself, I was like, how do I spend it? How do I set it up where I can get the credit? So I got this from Amazon. I don't get any money when you guys buy on Amazon, but I still want to give you where I got it from so that I'm not just leaving you high and dry. I also have made a bunch of these when you're my customer. Every year I make these little bookmarks with Minnie Mouse heads and with the new in colors. And so if you've been my customer, I don't know where mine, I had one handy. I've had one around, but I found one the other day and was like, oh, that's mine. I usually keep one for myself. All right, and here we go. I'm just gonna put that on the inside because why not? Might as well if I have a little punch that can do it. How easy was that card? And I didn't actually have to stamp anything or clean it up or anything. I just used that He's the Man paper and the embellishments or the die cuts that are in that He's the Man paper. I thought I put this away. I thought I put it away like 3 times. And so, but I thought, gosh, that's such a nice, easy fit. And I didn't even have to stamp anything. I just made it with the little ears or the little circles. And it's just enough. Nice little masculine card. But I would send this to someone even if they were a girl. This to me isn't solely masculine because if you like Mickey Mouse, well, with you, I'm never lost, but I would send that to my nieces too. Like, not always lovey-dovey. Although I'm pretty lovey-dovey with my nieces. I'm like, you guys are so cute. I love you. And so there's a lot of great cards in there. So yeah, so there's our card for today. Super quick, super, super quick. And don't forget, if you don't have dies, like if you don't have this paper or you want to use a different paper, the layering circle dies are ideal for doing Mickey Mouse heads like this. If you can't find punches like this, I don't know how many more, how often these are available anymore. I bought this one years ago. But the layering circle dies will get you any size Mickey Mouse head you want. This tiny one, the smallest circle that's in the kit, is the size of these small ones. And this big one, I think it's about a 2-inch circle. We used to have dies. What you do is you measure the inside of the circle. So I think it's over here. Nope. I think it's this one. It's this second one here. This tiny one and this second one. Not this outside one, this next one in would be this size. because this is a little bit bigger than 2 inches, just a touch. And so, and you know, you can take them out and you can lay them and see which ones look best for you. And so, yeah, these are the layering circle dies. And they're perfect for all kinds of labels. Don't forget, if you use this host code for September, $50 or more order, and you get a Disney lithograph, a free Disney lithograph from me, and you get free Disney items. I have I have designer series paper, I have ribbon, I have embellishments, all brand new that I'm just giving to you with each $50 order. So if you order in $50 increments, so if you order $100, you'll get 2 items. If you order just one $50, you get 1 item. Now with any order, it's just 1 lithograph because I only have, so I think I have maybe 12 or 15 lithographs. So I don't have a ton of lithographs. So it's just 1 lithograph. But for the other stuff, you know, every $50 increment will get you more free stuff. So don't forget to make your order. It ends on September 30th. That's the last day for my deals. Oh, and as you comment and share, I put you in for the drawing for that Disney gift bag where I have like all kinds of fun little Disney things in there. A little whiteboard, a little wishable, some, a little bag, and playing cards, Walt Disney World playing cards, and a Goofy luggage tag. It's a really nice one. It's a Brito. It's Brito. He's like a famous artist, and it's a Goofy luggage tag, and all kinds of fun stuff. So, all right. Well, go ahead and thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and make sure you comment and share. And I really appreciate you guys showing up today, even though I was late. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye.